It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Panthers and the Saints, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person, obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
You know he's proud of his standing as the league's number 3 rusher, and those linemen in front of him, they're just as proud, but they all have the same goal in mind. Get him to number 1 in the league and celebrate a rushing title at the end of the year. That starts with a good game here. You look at this Saints defense.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Young now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Young quickly to the flat. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 15 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. That'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Warner. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Warner. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Warner. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
Check White.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. As they've got it as we resume action. It'll be Warner on first down. There's Crisella. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Come on, set. Ultra, set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
Ultra, go ultra, on the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Young on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I'm I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Young's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Panthers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a dump off here complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, Goodson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Young to throw it. That is caught. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Young. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
To throw, Young. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Now Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. But also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Warner.
The pass caught by Olave.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Warner to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Switch, yellow, opposite, green.
To throw on second down, Warner.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Okay, right?
The play fake. Now Young. They'll roll him out right.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Warner. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a first down throw, Warner.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Warner from the gun.
That pass complete to Moore.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A throw over the middle taken in. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now Warner.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big strides. Look at him go.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Jerome Jackson, 74 yards.
And the Saints are back within a score. A point after, good by Groupie.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Kevontae Turpin now to return.
Powering his way forward.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Goodson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Go. Blaster, stay.
Young now.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Young. The 20. 5. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers add 6 to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Warner. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Ready?
To throw, Warner.
Olave over the middle.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Check 10.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Down. Ready.
Here's Warner. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. Warner.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain down.
Touchdown, Saints! From 13 yards out. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Shot, 17. Cut.
Young to throw it.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3.
Hey, go steal. Hurry.
Up the middle they go.
Goodson. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets this up past the 30. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here we go.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Goodson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey, red.
Young. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
97. Red, yellow. Green, set.
To throw, Young. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 10, a minute 56 to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Ready.
It'll be Warner on 1st down.
Connecting with Johnson.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Opposite. Green. Check. Pitch. Smith ready.
Play action. It's Warner. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got some.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18. Go street.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now... move. Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hey, green. Drill green. Red, cycle. Ready.
Young steps away to his left. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Yellow, go. Hey, computer. Smash, red. Cut.
Now Young.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Strike. Check. Strike. Yellow. Blue. Blue strike. Black shot.
Now Young on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This is 1st and 10.
Order to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Gets this to Moore. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get 1 piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
At a point after, good by Groupie.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And the Panthers are going to recover here. And that should be enough to get them the victory. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
This 2nd and 4.
Right blue. Blue black. Black is thick. Steel black. Ready?
Young to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Young. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end.